Back, everyone. Another day of CITIUS MAG Live, and we are here with, I love to always say that we got GOATs here. That's only who we bring up on the show. Freddie Crittenden. The accolades are through the roof, and they're just adding on after what we just saw here.
Yeah.
World Championship finalist, 4th place at Worlds last year. World Relays, which I completely forgot. World Relays champion, Pan American Games silver medalist, World or NACAC champion, right? Number 13 all time now in the hurdles.
You're getting it all right now.
Like, come on, 12.93. Listen, Olympian at this point.
Yeah.
Freddie Crittenden, thank you for coming on.
And how old is you?
I'm 29.
Dang, you already did all that?
Yeah.
Dang, you got about like 5 more years, man.
Yep, that's the plan.
Better lock in.
I mean, this is only the first Olympic team. You still might got a couple more.
Only the first. Yep.
He got a couple more.
Yep.
Well, I mean, all right, so you got onto the Olympic team. What was it like waking up knowing that you're an Olympian?
To be honest, people have been asking me this. I really woke up yesterday morning, the first time, to be able to say, like, oh, I'm a future Olympian. And my body was feeling like, okay, you still got to get ready to race. You still got to get ready. Yeah. But, like, I had to just take a deep breath and, like, really just soak it all in. I think it soaked in a little bit today. I did a little 20-minute run and playing some J. Cole from way back when I was on the grind. There's a song called Dollar and Dream 3.
Yeah,
running, crying.
You was crying during your
I was rapping, crying. Like,
bro.
I was going through it this morning, but it's been a beautiful experience processing it all. Yeah.
Nice. And so what was the preparation like coming to an Olympic Games, right? You got to the world team last year, made it to Budapest, but I'm sure there's like a different pressure coming to an Olympic trials where it's like everything is on the line at this point.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was one of those like this could potentially be my last one if it doesn't go as well as I hope it goes. Like, and if I don't strike gold, if I don't like make some fire stuff happen, like this could potentially be my last one. So I came in here like just wanted to have as much fun as I can, really capitalize on my experience, to just appreciate being here. Like, if this gonna be my last one, I'm gonna make something crazy happen. You know,
got no choice.
Yeah, so I just came here with the everything or nothing mindset, but also like soak it all in. Like, I remember right before the final went off, I just like looked around and was like, this is what I live for, you know, and I just wanted to go out there and just do my best, you know.
And if your best is what you did, the little internet cut.
He
did it. Now look, that was such like an amazing like final fire race. Like Cordell was at home, like he gonna be like that home. Like he got races. Like,
shout out to you, Cordell.
He got races and stuff. He's like, you know what? Like, I've been going through like some like physical stuff. Like, it's a whole bunch of other stuff that he was going through. So he was like, okay, I can't be mad at like running 13-0 and like getting 4th place. Like, that's good for me and like what I had going on. I'm like, okay, cool. But then I want to get into the conversation that people was talking about in terms of like Grant. And a lot of people, when they were talking about Grant, they're like, okay, Grant could get the world record. Like, we're hoping that he gets it, yada, yada, yada. And then I remember also seeing another tweet that was like, listen, when somebody puts pressure on Grant start to crumble a little bit. And I'm like, don't be talking about my homeboy like that. don't be doing that. But look, you know what you did? Gave that boy some pressure. And you know what happened? 2 beautiful things happened. You almost broke the world record, and then you finally went under 13 seconds. And I told you off camera I was pissed because you would have did it in the semifinal, but you want to be a happy frog and hop across the line.
Happy frog is crazy.
I was to be honest, I was telling my teammates and my coach about that. Like, I came across that last hurdle and like I just felt a rush of emotion. Like I was just like, we in this thing. Like, I wasn't even thinking run through the line. It was just like, let's get out here and compete. You know what I mean? Like, I was just overtaken with emotion. But
I said a dangerous person is a person who ain't got nothing to lose and got everything to gain. And you was that person, because it happened last year. And what's crazy is because when me and Jasmine was talking to you last year in Budapest, you just like, y'all, like, this been in the making. Like, we've been working for this one. We've been grinding. Like, I know everybody been paying attention to everybody else, but like, hey, I'm here.
Working.
Like, I know we deep, but like, I'm in the deepness too. And then you made the team last year, ended up making the final, just missed the podium.
By a little bit.
Literally just this much. But it's okay. It's okay, because now an Olympian, you're going to Paris, and then like I said, that race was just like so amazing to watch, because yes, Grant got out, but like he was like, I'm not letting you get away from me. And honestly, I just feel like if you continue to race like that and just continue to like put it down, I mean, shoot, where y'all 12-8 at?
Yeah.
Come on, like let's really talk about it for real. I feel like you have the opportunity to do something like great. And like I said, the way that you like simultaneously like push Grant to do something like historical, but then also push yourself to like somewhere that I don't know, maybe you didn't see yourself getting to like a couple years ago. I just think it's 10 out of 10. Amazing.
Yeah. And yeah, to be honest, talking about that 12-8, like first off, shout out to Grant Holloway. You know, he has been trailblazing this sport, especially in America. Like he has been the trailblazer for setting the standard, raising the heights, elevating the competition. Like if you want to see greatness, he is the epitome of that.
You ain't got no choice.
And another thing with hurdles, like if you come to a meet and you're not ready to give your A game, like somebody's gonna catch you slipping. So we're all working on our weaknesses. I know Grant, obviously with the pressure, like you've seen some people overtake him in the end of it. He didn't have that issue this weekend. He was running through the line every single time. You can't run 12-8 without closing.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So just watching that and being able to feed off that, like he's elevated the game, and that's made everyone come ready to like do their best, like minimize their weaknesses, come here and just ball out, you know. So shout out to Grant. I'm super excited to be alongside him in the Olympics this year, and we got more work to do. We got one more goal to achieve in the Paris Olympic Games.
Well, like we said, like you're number 13 all time. Like that ain't.
Yeah. Look,
ain't little, bro.
I was looking at some of these names. Colin Jackson in the same realm. Rondre Kingdom, Alan Johnson, right? Ronaldo Nehemiah. Like you in that same realm as like these historical. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
You one of the ones?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you know. As long as you know. For sure.
Yep.
Nice. And so let's dive a little bit back, because you were telling us, especially in the mix zone after the race, right? Like the journey to get here overall over the past couple years, it's been up and down. It's been some struggles, right? What has it been like to go through all the things, but talking about like being unsponsored, right? Working a job, but being able to like still persevere, still train to be able to get to a point like this?
I definitely had my moments where I've had to do a lot of learning. I think with this sport particularly, you have to get to a point where you just play the cards you're dealt. You know, if you sit there and wallow in the misfortune or get upset that you don't have this, you don't have that, like that's not gonna do anything but make everything more heavy for you. So I really had to get to a point where it's like, okay, Freddie, you put yourself in this situation. You know, if you really want it that bad, shut up and make it work. You know, like do everything you possibly can, maximize resources, communicate with people, pull strings, work your butt off, you know, do what you can so that this can be enjoyable for you, you know, so that you can enjoy the process, you can enjoy the privilege of being able to compete at a high level. And if you put all the work in, it'll pay off. You know, just have that mentality, just keep working, and the time will come, you know. So I think a big part of it was, okay, if I decide I want to do this, I need to have other things in place to allow me the stability to do it. And that's where the jobs and stuff came in. I definitely went through a long journey of figuring out how that best works with my training schedule and travel schedule and working with companies, letting them know, like, I'm not like a regular person. Like I'm not just trying to work a little bit. Like, I'm actually trying to make an Olympic team. So, like, I may need a little bit more flexibility than your average employee or somebody that you're hiring, because, like, I'm trying to do this as well. Can you work with me or can you not, you know? And more times than not, people have been like, that is an amazing thing that you're doing, and we want to help you, you know? And understanding that people want to be a part of the journey with me has allowed me to, like, lock in, build relationships with them, contribute what I can contribute, but also make sure I'm taking care of myself and I'm performing and training and at my track meets and just kind of chiseling away at it, you know? And just having that whole process and figuring it out, like, it's allowed me to get to this point.
So, you know, you're 29 and this is your first Olympic team. Like, you know, with the way that track and field moving, I mean, Quincy Wilson, he's 16 years old. He was this close to making it to Paris. Like, I think sometimes that can get very discouraging. Like when you see like the 12-year-olds running like so much faster than you and all that other stuff. So like, what have you been doing to kind of like persevere, like keep the noise out and still be like, okay, yes, I might have been in the game for a long time, and not even like related to like age, really, for real. It's just like I've been working at this goal for I don't know how long, and now I finally have the opportunity to like hopefully like make something shake. Like what have you told yourself, or like what have you done, or like who have you kept around you to make you be like, okay, fine, like screw how long everybody else has been doing this. Like, I'm gonna focus on myself and I'm gonna make this work?
So when I was in college, obviously we have our idols and we have people that we look up to and that we try to mimic. And when I was in college, there weren't any freshmen in college running 13-1. I mean, besides Devin Allen. But there wasn't a lot of very young athletes performing at a high level. So when I was really in the thick of it, a lot of the faster people were peaking at their older years, 29, 30, 31, 32 type of thing. So it was just like all the time and energy, effort, training, sacrifice that I'm putting in, it will pay off eventually. And like obviously the birth of superstars at a young age kind of throws a monkey wrench into that a little bit. But it's like at the same time, all the work that I put in it's not going to go for naught, you know. So it was just like, just keep doing what I'm doing, trusting the journey, trusting the process. Don't let distractions or what other people are doing keep me from doing what I want to do, keep me from doing what I love to do. Yeah. And just the way my mind, I'm like, all my friends and family, they know me as like I'm a reckless optimist. So like I'm gonna say literally,
listen,
the best or nothing, and that's it. So
I mean, I said USA was sweeping in the women's 100 because I'm a reckless optimist, and I have been getting cussed out on Twitter all week. I still stand by what I said, but as you know, like I'm definitely in the same boat as like what you're talking about, and to continue like on this conversation, you know, I see a lot of times like on social media and they're talking about like really great and superstar athletes, and I mean like obviously you're one of them, you're number 13 all time, but when people have these conversations, they're saying things like, well, no, like you just have to be athletically gifted and like have all of like these things, and if you don't have them, then like you're never gonna be great. But like when I'm listening to you talk, you're like, you know what, I don't know if that's necessarily the case, but what I do know is that people who do work hard like are always gonna have their opportunity and like chance to shine. So like I just want you to like talk a little bit more about that. Like, do you believe that you have to be like some crazy athletically gifted person to be able to make Olympic teams like obviously you're doing now?
Not at all. I'm definitely the way my brain is set up, like I love seeing the fruit of my labor produce results. Like I love the more hours I spend doing XYZ, the more it improves. And that's literally track and field. Yeah. The more time, energy, effort, sacrifice, treatment, water, hydration, nutrition, the more you put into it, the more that you get out. And I think reckless optimism is seeping in. Like, I think anybody has the ability to do anything. Like, if you want to learn how to sing, like Usher, if you put the time, effort, energy, years, dedication.
Not Usher.
I mean, obviously.
Not even reckless optimist, but it's like, okay, we all could be singing like Usher.
Okay, maybe there's a time slot window in there. Like, you have to start at a certain.
We all about to be in Vegas.
Okay, all right, maybe not.
Have a whole
maybe not. I just feel like if you feel like you're called to do it and you dedicate yourself to do it, you can do it at a high level.
Absolutely,
you can do it at a high level. If you really, really want it and it's on your heart. One, I don't think you just, I want to sing. Like, if you just want to sing, like, randomly, then it's like, you really don't want to do it. You just like the idea. But if it's something that's on your heart, like, if you feel... Nobody can be Beyonce. Nobody can be Beyonce. That's different. I'm still...
I thought we was a reckless optimist.
I got a little bit of realism in there, too.
Oh, here you go. He's not really about it for
tiny bit of realism.
No, but I feel you, right? It's like you put your mind to it, right? Don't limit yourself. Make sure that you can, really try and work for your dreams. And you're a testament to it, right? You've been through so much, right? You haven't seen at least the early success that some other athletes have been able to, but you were able to focus in and say, okay, these little things are going to get me to where I need to be. Right? So you're really a testament to it. Yeah. And I want to dive back to, was it 2021? You were talking about you almost quit.
Ooh.
Like, talk a little bit about that.
Man, okay, so, yeah. So I'm gonna try to give the quick version of this. 2020, obviously COVID shut down everything. We still train. We're at a soccer complex in Phoenix, training the whole time. I got my first series of races in August, so I just went overseas. And I had meets from August till the second week of September. So I was overseas for 6 weeks. And the races were okay. I mean, granted, we did all this training the past 8 months with no lifting, really no rehab, just kind of like figuring it out, as most people that dealt with COVID did the same thing. And my last race in Doha, it was the Doha Diamond League. It was literally the last rep before I went out there. I went to hurdle my last rep, pushed off my takeoff leg, hamstring tweaked. Landed on my lead leg, other hamstring tweaked.
What?
Fell, rolled. It was bad. It was bad. It was really bad. And then coming off of that, I came back and tried to it was the end of the season, obviously, but I tried to get a bunch of rehab, get a bunch of help, figure it out. But I was hurt from September 12th, 2020 until 2 weeks before Olympic trials.
Wow.
In was it July 2021?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that whole process of just coming to practice every single day and I'm still not ready to jog. I'm still not ready to skip. I still can't do this, do that. Setbacks. You get a little healthy and then something else happens because if you get hurt in one hamstring, your left hamstring, your right leg compensates. Mm-hmm. So dealing with compensation on both sides.
Yeah, that's a big issue.
It was very hard to just get healthy, and that was hard too because COVID destroyed the financial ecosystem of track and field anyway. Mm-hmm. So then 2021, I was hurt, so I wasn't making money at meets. I wasn't traveling. I really didn't have a stable job because I felt I had a really good year 2019. So I was like, okay, this will be a year where I can make some more money in track and field. Yeah. 2019 was my biggest year, so I was dependent on 2020 to be more stable, but that all shut down. So I wasn't really looking for jobs or anything. So 2021 came, I didn't have any money. I was hurt. I couldn't pay for anything. Literally paying for massage and therapy with the credit card that was almost maxed out because I'm just trying to make it work, Mm-hmm. So coming to Olympic trials 2021, my second race since a double hamstring injury, and I don't know how I made it through prelims. And then I ran even slower in semi, but once I crossed that line in semis, I knelt down, kissed the track. It's been a beautiful journey. Thank you, track and field. And I'll see you later. I don't think I can do this anymore. I can't sustain myself. I'm trying to have a stable life, and I don't think it's gonna work. It was very emotional, very difficult thing. A little side note, before I went, my wife, she knew I was in a very low spot. She hit up all my family and friends and made a little book. They all sent me.
Stop.
Yeah, she
No, that's so
very,
cute.
It's about to make me cry.
I'm about to cry right now too. A very emotional book, just saying no matter what happens, we love you, we care about you. We're gonna figure this out together, And that was when I knew I was gonna marry her. But yeah, that was a little side note.
Okay, now can we please?
That's when I knew I was gonna marry
Twitter,
her. But it was also just a big moment where maybe this is it, And I did tell myself that day too, I don't think I'm gonna make it through this, but if I ever make it through this, there is nothing in this sport that I cannot achieve after this, And thankfully with my coach and my teammates and my wife, I was able to figure some stuff out and get some stability, find a job with my nonprofit G Road, and just do a whole bunch of figuring out, stabilize my life outside track, and then come back. And 2022, I had a PB, ran 13 flat, and it's just been up since then. But it was a very, very low point, and I felt like track wasn't loving me like I was loving it, and I was ready to be done, And that's something that every athlete has their own story, every athlete got to a point where it's maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I'm not called to do this. Maybe this isn't my dream or my passion. I don't know, just going through that, is very motivational to be in a place like this, where I never thought I would be here. I never thought I would be on an Olympic team because I thought I was going to be done at that point. So that's kind of how that story was, and it's amazing being able to tell it on the other side of it. So,
what was the moment or the situation or the thought that in all of that situation and where you were okay, I'm actually gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep pushing?
So that was the year, and I've been telling people this as well. The beauty in that is having my teammates. That was the year one of my best friends, David King, made the Olympic team for his first time.
Yeah.
And being able to be there and watch him do that, train with him, support him in his training, and just watching all of them enjoy it and still have that love for it. I came to realize, okay, I still do love this. I can still push my way through this. Maybe I don't know how it looks. Maybe this is just a really bad year, I guess I was still kind of young. What was that 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I was 26. So I wasn't really. I feel like I wasn't really too old to be continuing on. So I just was kind of like, I'm not really at a point where I can smoothly transition out. So like, let me give it a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, I love it. My teammates are here. Like, they're supporting me, encouraging me through it, and I still got a little bit more in the tank. So let me keep trying.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a half step. Like, I mean, I guess like. Well, I mean,
ain't got no choice, man. Yeah. When the homies start winning, you gotta start winning too.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of teammates. They just hold you up when you're down and make you keep fighting for it. You know, so yeah.
There we go. Well, now it's the dream. Medal around your neck.
Yep,
You're like headed to Paris. I mean, what's the expectations, or what are you even looking forward to in Paris? Of course, you got the hurdles. Of course, you want to get on that podium. But what's like kind of just overall?
Just really soaking in the experience, like the energy of it, the magicalness.
The magicalness.
It is a word now. It is a word now. I could have just said magic.
Okay.
Right? You try to be extra.
You over here.
It's just one of those things. Like I always say, coming to Eugene. Eugene is such a magical place, and it's just like it's just the air.
Just
like
expensive.
You just being.
Costs an arm and a leg to get here, though.
It do. But I think it's the experiences that happen on the track. You know, like obviously sometimes it's very hard, but also sometimes it's very like life-changing to be in the moment and have something amazing happen, you know, and that is what the Olympics is to me. No matter what happens, no matter how it transpires, like I'm gonna be around amazing people that have done amazing things. I'm gonna see the best of the best, not even in just my sport, and in all Olympic sports, Paralympic sports. So like I'm just excited to be in that space and to just soak it all in, have fun, enjoy, get my Olympic tattoo. You know what I mean? Just like just all of the things. Like I'm just excited to be in that space. You know, more than anything.
And you got another baby on the way, right?
My first baby.
Oh, that's your first. My bad. My bad.
No, it's all good. There's a lot of athletes that I'm sure you're not just like, I know every single thing about. No, it's a lot going on. It's my first child. Yep.
Nice. Yep. Man, that is big. That is big.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
So much. I could only imagine. It's just so much joy that's gonna be coming over the next.
I'm like daydreaming about it right now. 3 weeks. 3 weeks tomorrow.
3 weeks to the baby.
3 weeks. 3 weeks till the baby gets here tomorrow.
I could babysit.
You gonna come to Phoenix?
Yes, I babysit the baby. I promise.
Well, to be honest, you have to ask my wife.
It's okay.
I would be cool with it. I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna talk to her. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna take care of that. That's funny. Yeah.
And so, what is it gonna take for you? You just dropped your personal best by like a lot, right? You're talking about 7/700ths of a second. You get into the 12.8 range potentially, right? And you're on a roll since 2022, right? Over the past 2 years. What's it going to take to really get down into those 12.8s? Like on a technical sense, what are some things you might need to work on?
Shoot, I could have did it this weekend.
That's true. That's actually true.
I could have done it this weekend. My training has shown me that I'm ready to break the world record. I'm ready right now. Like, if I have the right day,
I like that.
The right wind.
You like, hold on, hit the thing.
The right wind meters.
You like the fourth person I done heard say that. So honestly, I'm gonna need all of y'all to put that world record somewhere where y'all ain't gonna be. It's got to get to the point to where can't none of the rest of y'all touch it. Like y'all just get so good and shit. It's just so far down the line that it's like, damn, we can't even get back to that point.
I mean, it's something like 12.6. Is that possible? Like in a perfect race? Because if we're talking about, Aries,
I don't know. That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
know. I don't know what the ceiling is. I just know 12.8 is within range for me.
Yeah.
12.8 is within range. Yeah.
There you go. That should be
You're
great.
talking about 12.6.
I mean, listen.
You the one who said you was the optimist. So why when we
You're right. Yeah, let's go 12 flat. Let's go 12 flat in this thing.
I mean, shoot, if you want to, who's stopping?
There's a little bit of realism in
No,
that.
of course. I guess I think of it because like when Aries, he ran 12.80 and that was like a big drop. And like, people are capable of getting very technical, like breaking things down. Maybe 12.6 is like little up there, but you never know. But I'm also curious, just speaking of wind, where y'all got a 2.0 wind, like quote unquote perfect, but is that good for the hurdles? Because we hear about like getting a big wind maybe gets you to run up on the hurdles, but
I think it's a rhythm thing. I do think it depends. Obviously, if you're going so fast, your rhythm in between. The faster you're going, the faster your rhythm is in between. So if you can manage that rhythm with the wind pushing at your back and you can go with it and navigate the hurdles cleanly, efficiently, then I think it's fine. You know, like I think athletes run into an issue when their rhythm in between the 3 steps can't keep up with the wind pushing them, and they're slowly getting closer and closer to the hurdle. Then they hit one, and they're thrown off because the wind is pushing at their back. They're trying to push forward, and the hurdle is just they don't have enough space to clear the hurdle. So like if you can maintain that rhythm, it's fine. But if not, then you can really run into some trouble, and you can really crash out and not stick the landing. So, yeah.
Well, we going to get that perfect wind. We going to get you into those 12.8s. We going to get you 12.79 like
we finna have a wind machine. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
I got the weather machine on the way to
Have y'all
Paris.
seen that Justin Gatlin video?
Out in Japan where it's like they got the giant wind turbine.
Literally every 10 meters, and he just like going.
I'm just saying.
See, that will get you to 12.6.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Nah. Well, Freddie, really appreciate you.
Of course.
Heading over to Paris.
Of course.
Newly minted Olympian.
Yes, we are. Yeah. Oui.
Always appreciate you, man. And yeah, thanks so much for coming through.
All right, rendezvous. What did Grant say? Rendezvous at Paris? Rendezvous at Paris?
I don't know.
I think that's me.
I don't know I don't know what he be talking about. At
Grant
the
said
time.
rendezvous in Paris. That's what he said.
There we go.
Okay,
See
well,
y'all
I
in
guess we going to Paris.
There we go. Freddie Crittenden, everyone. Stay tuned. We got a couple more people come up. Always appreciate y'all.
All right, see y'all later.
All right.